Hello and welcome back to The Last Lap. Now, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button now because we're really close to 50 subscribers. I really want to get 50 subs before we get the next video out there, so please, if you haven't already, hit that button now. Moving on to tonight, you'll see behind me a game of football going on. Now, don't worry, we're not here to cover football. We haven't gone all soft on this channel. We're here to look at stock car racing. Now, if you're watching from the US, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Saturday night is short track racing night, and it's no different here in the UK. And we're going to be speaking to Leon Stewart, who's racing a stock rod here this evening in what is the final domestic meeting in preparation for their European Championship. So without further ado, I'm going to stop talking and we're going to get into the action. Let's go see what he has to say. Right, Leon, so we're at Cowdenbeath for the last domestic meeting you've got before your European Championships. What kind of racing can we expect to see from a stock rod?
Well, I hope tonight it's fast and clean and we come away with some good points and no damage. We do have a championship in 2 weeks' time, so hopefully I won't have a lot to do between now and that one.
And with stock car racing, obviously, it's a pretty rough and tumble game. Do you expect a lot of damage from a stock rod or maybe less than other formulas?
Well, stock rods are strictly non-contact. You do get a bit of bumper rubbing and door handle banging, and for me that's perfectly acceptable. A thumbs up at the end of the race or a handshake down the pitch with a driver if you've had a good hard race for them. Good hard fast racing. Some people don't like it, but that's their problem.
So these cars, they're largely based on Vauxhalls, Novas, Corsas and such. What kind of engines are they running? What kind of power? What, for anyone who's never seen one before, what can they expect to get out of a stock rod?
The oversized stock rods run a 1.48 valve engine, which is genuinely in the Vauxhall Nova. It's just been carried over into the Corsa C, which is the model I have at the moment. Natural progression, there'll be cars coming on, Adams, Corsa Ds, they'll be the next step for us maybe in a year or two time. Power-wise, varies from manufacturers. There's some big claims out there, but if you've got anything between 100 and around about 110, 115, you're on a pretty good one. There has been bigger claims, but it's proving it on the track.
Brilliant. Well, very best of luck tonight, and we'll see you a little bit later on.
Well, I hope so. Thanks very much.
So now that we've met Leon, I headed round to his workshop a little bit earlier in the week to see how he and Dad Kenny prepare for a race meeting.
Pretty much every week before a meeting, the car will get a full nut and bolt check. Make sure everything's tight. It does come loose with the stresses it's put through it. Pull the brakes apart, check everything's okay. No leaks, cylinders, fuel liners are still fitted. And like I say, all the nuts and bolts are all tight and everything's doing what it should do. And that's the best thing to do because that's when you pick up a problem that you've not noticed before. Whether it be that's got a bend, the steering arm's got a bend, the ball joint's got a bit wear in it, wishbone's got a slight kink in it. So that's the best time to. It's good work in practice.
During a meeting, what's the kind of stuff that you'll change to make the car better? Will you make it softer, make it stiffer, make it understeer more, make it oversteer more?
It will depend on the weather and what other formulas are on. If you have something, say the hot rods or F2s or even saloons, you'll find the track, and if it's dry, the track will rubber in a lot more over the course of an evening. Again, if it's a spring or a late summer, autumn meeting, the track does get a bit colder into the night, so we might put a bit more rubber on or try something. Again, it's one of these just, you don't get a lot of time to practice, so you just have to evolve the car over a meeting and make an educated guess. Father's a no one. Right. Okay.
So something a little bit different about stock cars compared to a lot of other forms of racing is that, much like the Legends, the fast guys don't go at the front. They go at the back, they're graded, so a white roof is a complete novice and they'll start right at the front of the grid, and a red roof is more or less a superstar, and behind them you have all your champions. So it basically, again, keeps the racing exciting, keeps the fast guys at the back having to come through. So Leon being a champion from last year, we're going to see how he gets on. He'll be starting right at the very back. So Leon, an 8th place finish starting from the back. Probably quite a difficult race. You kind of got stuck on the outside there. What was it like from where you were sitting?
It was pretty greasy as we expected it to be. The rain kind of stopped. It has started to come down again now. Towards the end of the race, the rain came down again. It changed the track a little bit. The dry line was starting to appear slightly, but for us, just too much understeer. Came back, going to change some tyres, change a few things, and we'll go again for race 2 and see what happens.
So you've made a couple of changes. Again, how does that affect your mindset going into the next race? Does it give you more confidence, or is it a case of just turn 1 and seeing how it is?
You'll find out after turn 1 if it makes it out into turn 2, then you know it could be a good choice. But I just take each corner as it comes. Because in weather like this, the track can change from end to end. It doesn't take much.
Excellent. Well, we'll catch up with you again after race 2.
No problem.
So heat number 2 for the stock rods then. He made a couple of changes to the car. He's hoping to get a little bit more grip on the inside of the turns. He said he was really struggling to get down the inside of anyone because the car was just washing out. So we'll see how he gets on in this one. So another really quite difficult looking race for Leon there. The track getting wetter and wetter as the night goes on, but nonetheless some really good action. As you probably saw there, a really big save. He just got pitched sideways coming out of turn 4. So we'll get the car back and we'll see what he's going to make any changes, whether or not he's going to make any changes, sorry, and yeah, we'll have a chat to him. So Leon, a 9th place finish in that one. You made a couple of changes after race 2. Did you find it made any difference to the car out there?
I did feel that it made the car slightly better towards the end of the race. Started to pick up on the cars in front of me. Unfortunately, I got a little tag with a couple laps to go. Made me lose a lot of ground, but no damage. Managed to save it and not stick it in the wall, which is always good. So, rain's really coming down now. So I've made another wheel tyre and a pressure adjustment and a slight change to the wheel alignment. Hopefully, fingers crossed, the final can get a little bit further up the finishing order.
Now, you mentioned you got a wee tag there. We saw that from the stands and it looked pretty spectacular from where we were. How was it for you?
In this kind of weather, you've just got to be a bit more respectful of the drivers around you. 2 guys that were coming were battling for the lead, so they were coming through the pack. So I did try to give them a bit of room. Obviously on the race receiver we get told leaders are on you, give them their space, hold your line. Getting a little tag, it was a bit of a moment. Kind of lit up the front to try and catch it, and it wasn't going to do until a slight dab on the brake, brought the front round and managed to keep out the wall.
Excellent, we'll catch up with you again after the final. We'll hope for a slightly better result.
Fingers crossed.
So while we've got a little bit of time in between races, we're going to go and see who we can find to have a quick chat to and just ask them why they race stock cars versus any other kind of racing. So why do you race stock cars over any other kind of racing?
Really just brought into it, to be fair.
Has it been something you've always done, or did you come across from another kind of racing?
No, I started in minis. I started in 96. Done it till 2000, and then I started the saloons in 2005, and I went to stock rods in 2009.
And is there any other kind of racing that's maybe not on an oval that's maybe taking your fancy at some point?
I fancied Legends at one point, but it's just the expense of it.
Well, we like Legends on this channel, so you're in the right frame of mind.
I've had a shot of them up at Knockout. I've done the experience with the non-restricted one, done that 3 times.
And how did you find it? Really enjoyed it?
I did. The boy wanted me to go higher one, but then when you see the cost, I was like, no chance.
Why do you race stock cars?
Just did it for a very young age. It was always in the family. My uncles raced, and then I went with them from a young age, and then I just started in the minis and then kept going.
And why do you prefer racing oval stuff versus any other kind of racing?
It's just what I've been brought up around, isn't it? It's just what I've always done. It's just part of it, so good.
So one more race at what is now an absolutely soaking stinking wet Cowdenbeath Racewall. It's not been the most pleasant night for filming, but we should be hopefully done by about 9 o'clock and home and warm and get a cup of tea, so we'll hope that Leon gets a slightly better result. He's been coming about mid-pack all night, which I don't think he was over the moon with, but yeah, hopefully he'll get a good result in the final and go home a happy guy. Have a wee look at a couple of shots of the car coming back there. It doesn't look too badly damaged, but certainly enough to end the race. But as you just saw there, Leon walking past, giving us a thumbs up, so I don't think he's too upset about it. But it just shows you again the kind of spirit of these guys. You know, it doesn't always go their way, but they always remain positive, and you know, they love their racing, and that's really what it's all about. Well, Leon, you were looking for a bit of pace all night. You found it in the final, and then it all kind of went a bit pear-shaped. What happened?
To be fair, I didn't think it was good in the final. The changes you made didn't come off as well as I hoped. So we were kind of struggling again for that. That's probably the worst it's been alright, to be honest. We're sitting in the car. Bit of contact with our driver, with the wet greasy, just slid in the wall. It's just bent a wishbone, it's nothing. 10 minutes fixes that. And we'll be back another day. We'll be back for the next meeting, bigger, better, stronger.
Great.
Yeah, what goes around comes around, eh?
There was some really good racing out there in that final. You know, how good is it for you as a driver when you've got guys 3 wide everywhere, and it was really exciting from the start? Is it just as exciting as a driver?
Yeah, it is. It's good when you can trust the guys round about you. They know they'll always get just enough room, never any more than they need. But a lot of drivers respect each other, some don't, and they come off the worst in the end, unfortunately.
Well, very well done for tonight. A difficult night, but we'll hopefully see you again in not too long.
Well, not too bad. Let's get this in 2 weeks' time. 2 nights in the garage will fix that. We'll be right straight.
Great, well done.
Excellent. Cheers.
So that is the end of the night here at Cowdenbeath. It's been a really good experience to come and meet some of these guys, see what the racing's all about, and just experience stock car racing from a slightly different perspective. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, remember, hit that subscribe button because it really helps us, our channel. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.